Warning, graphic images ahead. Viewer discretion advised. Welcome to today's video. We're going to go ahead and start this video off with getting the deer gutted. With this is just a buck, so start with the balls, cut them off, clean out the inside chest cavity, all the guts, lungs, heart, vitals, all that. Use your butt out tool, and then we'll move on to now we're going to skin the deer. We're going to get the deer completely skinned and get all the skin off the deer so that we can get to all the different cuts of meat that are there. The way I like to do it is start with the legs that are on the bar and work my way down and get that skin all the way to the neck, and then from there I'll move into getting the sweet meat, which is on the inside vertebrae, sort of near the butt area. So now that you've skinned the deer, I go for the back straps, which are right here, and the right up here in the very top of the back, right before you hit the hindquarters. I like to call it sweet meat. It's just super tender. Sometimes has a sweet flavor to it, but it's really good. And then you start breaking the deer down once you've skinned it, starting with I work my way from back to front, so I'll get the back straps, then I'll get the front shoulders, then I'll get the hindquarters, and then I'll get any neck meat, rib meat, anything like that I want. Once you've got your sweet meat out, put it in a trash bag and keep it for later to process at a later date. Now you see we've cut the head off as well as kept the skin. That's going to be for a rug at a later date. Went ahead and cut the front legs off, just makes it a little bit easier to work around. You don't have those legs in your way. And you'll see I start working on the back, cutting around the spinal cord and around the ribs and everything at the bottom of the hindquarters, getting ready to get those back straps out. And you'll see that right here. Alright, so these are back straps. Basically start spinal cord and just cut all the way up until you get to about here. There's a bone right here, so you have to go under, just under that bone, cut in all the way until you hit the spinal cord again, and then the meat should just start peeling right off the rib cages. You may have to cut a little bit here and there, but it'll come off at some point. I'm not a professional. This isn't going to be the most beautiful work you've ever seen. But you can actually see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is a natural line right here where this meat connects. And if you just cut down that line while cutting it off of the ribs, it comes out so much easier. Now I went ahead and sped this part up just for time's sake, but basically I'm just trying to get the back strap off the rib cage currently for the finished product. There you go. One back strap. Obviously you can clean it all up eventually, and we'll get to that part at some point, but that's a down and dirty on just breaking down the deer. So there's one on each side of the spinal cord. You'll get both of them, and that should look something like that, and then you can start trimming off your rib meat, your shoulder meat, stuff like that. At this time I'm just going to go ahead and get the other side back strap off, and I'll work that back and forth with my knife and everything. And then I'll go ahead and cut some of the rib meat off and get all the ribs cleaned up, as well as take the 2 front shoulders off and get those cut off. And then eventually we will end up cutting the neck, head off, and the rib cage itself. And then we'll go ahead and cut the 2 back legs down the middle, cut the legs off, put them in a bag and in the freezer.